Hey guys, Chris the Vulgar Gamer here. So Monday of this week, my department got a new manager. We'd been without one for several months now. We got this new guy in. He sat down with me for about 20 minutes, and one of the questions he threw at me was, hey, who on your team is comfortable in their position? So we kind of outlined all the guys that work underneath me and their strengths, weaknesses, and who is kind of sliding by. And, it popped into my head. I was like, hey, I need to share this with you guys out there because I think maybe some people don't understand how detrimental being comfortable can be to yourself. And I'm talking not about, you sit down on a couch or, your bed's comfortable. Not that. Being comfortable is that, like I said, that sliding by, and it will ruin or severely impact your life in general, your job. It's a pretty nasty thing if you let it creep on you. So what is being comfortable? Like I said, it's not, oh, my bed's so fucking comfortable, whatever. No, it's not that. Being comfortable is a state of mind. It's something that you choose to get into where you no longer continue to learn. You stop learning new things. And that can be at work where you are the expert on such and such. Great example is one of our guys that he knew this specific system. He knew how to reset passwords, how to change accounts, all this stuff. And as life goes on and your job kind of changes and fluctuates, that will kill you. You will get laid off. You'll get fired, stuff like that. Relying on others instead of improving yourself. If you know that there is, whether it's the guy that's been there forever or your team lead or your manager or whatever that's just shit hot, he knows what he's talking about. You ask him a question and he can throw the answer right at you. If you are relying more so on him than figuring it out yourself, you're getting comfortable. If you're choosing to do easy stuff over the hard stuff, you're probably comfortable. Perfect example of that is in my job, and for those of you that don't know, a little bit of background, real quick. I am the team lead for a Fortune 500 company. I am the team lead for the IT section at one of the buildings. So it's a pretty decent role. I have 4 guys underneath me, so it's not like I'm a super huge manager or anything, but I do see a lot of this going around, not just on my team but in general. And perfect example, like I said, is one of the guys, if tickets are in the queue, he would much rather take a replacement mouse, a replacement keyboard, replacement screen, rather than dig into, this log report of, why this machine's blue screening every 5 minutes, stuff like that. If you're choosing to do the easy mouse tickets, the mouse replacements, the keyboard replacements, as opposed to digging in, getting your hands dirty, you're probably comfortable. If you're not trying to improve processes. And this is a huge one for me. If you're going to bitch, whine, and complain, oh, fucking job sucks, and, we don't have this, and we don't have that, but you're not doing anything about it, you're probably comfortable. And I know that there are some things that are out of your hands as an employee. But if you're like, hey, the team has to rely a lot on Google, to search for stuff. Why don't we kind of collaborate together and get some type of database where all of these fixes that we're finding are saved in one spot? If you are getting by just by doing the bare minimum, probably comfortable. So how do you know that you're getting this way? And oftentimes, you're completely blind to it. Simply put, you're like, oh, well, I did a bunch of mouse cases today. I did 10 tickets and I closed them all and all the users were happy, whatever. How do you know? Other people are passing you by. People that start after you are now in charge of you. Those that are, younger than you, that are more junior than you, are now, like I said, they are your team lead, your manager. They are in a different position where you have been stuck in the same role for 5, 6, 7, 10 years. If you haven't been promoted, that's a good sign. If you are in the same role, if your boss comes to you, at least in my case, every year, and he's like, Bill, we're gonna give you a raise, and that's it. It's not good. And if your manager, your team lead, whoever's in charge of you, continues to go to other people for special projects, that big name project that, whatever, you see it like in the movies and stuff. Oh, Bill's going to work on the special project and, get the contract, whatever. If you're not getting that shit, you've probably sunken into being comfortable. And I know it doesn't sound like, oh, he's comfortable. It's horrible. It is fucking bad. So how do you fix it? What can you do to fix just being comfortable? You have to kick your own ass. You have to legitimately sit down and you need to go, hey, I haven't seen a promotion in a while. John Smith, he started 3 years after me, and geez, now he's leading a team over in, this department. Damn, what is going on? You have to start doing more. And I totally get it that, it's easy to do a mouse and a ticket case, in this IT kind of techie position. It's easy to do the easy shit. That's the whole point. That's why it's easy. You're going to have to start doing more. If your peers are doing, 100 tickets a week, you need to be doing 150. And that doesn't just mean, the easy crap. That means you have to get your hands dirty. You need to start learning, especially in the IT field, but it's really with any career, any job. If you are sitting on your ass and you are sliding by, there is so much stuff that you need to learn. There's so much stuff that you're forgetting because you're not doing it. You're not using your brain. You're going to forget it. You've slacked behind. You've fallen behind, so far behind that, you're essentially the new guy now, and that's the way everybody sees you. Your leadership isn't taking you seriously because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't do anything. You've put yourself in a shitty position. Don't assume that because you've been there a while that you hold rank over the new guy or the guy that's now the team lead. I've been working here 10 years. Bill's been working here 4, and he's now in charge of me. That's crap. No, dude, that's the way it is. Seniority doesn't equal rank. This is your fault. And then the last thing is, don't let it happen again. Let's say you work your ass off, you're pushing yourself, you're, taking classes and reading books, and you go to your team leader, your manager, and you're like, hey, John, I want to do this project. And he goes, okay, here you go. And you get out of this rut, and it's going to take a while. It might take a year or two. Don't let it happen again. Don't be that dumbass that gets out of debt just to go spend all your money, buying new shiny crap. It's a slippery slope. It's hard to do. Everybody around you is going to expect you to do it because, if we're being quite honest, everybody sees you as a piece of shit. Like, that's the simple truth of it, is if you are comfortable, everybody around you thinks that you're crap. And they can be perfectly fine and friendly, and there's nothing wrong with it if you're okay with it, but it's when you're not okay with it, when you're like, hey, I don't want to be this way, who does? If you want to succeed and not just, slide by, dude, kick your ass into gear, get the stuff done. And I know it sounds cliche, but if you push yourself and you do try and you continue, you can succeed. I'm not saying you will succeed, because some of it is a bit of luck, timing, etc. But you can certainly succeed if you get comfortable, just get your ass into gear. Hopefully you liked what I'm saying. If you do, please, by all means, give this video a like or subscribe. Comments are certainly welcome. I seem to be going over my 10-minute limit for this video, but comments are certainly welcome. You tell me I suck, tell me I'm awesome. Follow me on Twitter @TheVulgarGamer, and if you want more written word, you can check out www.thevulgargamer.com. Game on.